Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name's Nicole. If you're old, welcome back. And today, it's December 4th, and this will go up on December 6th because I already got a video scheduled for tomorrow and I just didn't want to mess with anything. It was my November favorite, So-sos and You-knows. Hopefully this video does not get demonetized. The last one did. Not that I really make anything, but you know, the last one did, and then they reversed it really quickly, but they usually won't. I'm like, got two videos that I don't get why they were, but whatever. So yeah, let's jump into this. It hopefully shouldn't take too long, but you know my tendency to ramble. If you don't, I ramble a lot. But I also like give reviews during this, like my monthly favorites, like I tell you why. So like, you ever watch my hauls? I try to use as many new things as I can for a while and then give you my opinion of them. So I don't know if that was ever clear. Like, that's kind of what I do. Like, or I try as many as I can. Of course, I don't get to everything. Hardly ever. But that's what usually happens in these monthly favorites. So, first favorite. It came as a surprise to me, but it really shouldn't to anybody else. The Jaclyn Hill Times Morphe palette. It is good. If you have been on the fence, except for when you first dip into the mattes, you really gotta like get past that first little layer to really get the color payoff. And like, these look like they're matte, they're not. They're like satin, which I don't mind to set my eye with. I could care less. I actually like that it punches it more, and you know I have zombie eyes anyway, so it just gives me like what I need. But I've been surprised at how pigmented some of these colors are, how they actually show up. They show up pretty true to pan. Like, there's a video where I had this on my lid and it is like absolutely gorgeous on the lid. Like, I don't even know how to explain how that like kind of like shears out and just applies, but it is gorgeous on the lid. And then I surrounded it with mulberry. I did like a halo eye. But my favorite color, besides, I haven't tried any of these down here because it was fall. Maybe for Christmas I will. I tend to like go for darker purples. Maybe not those two, but I mean, it's really good what I've used. I don't smoke out too much, but this color right here, it is like the perfect pinky rose gold, and just like how it applies to your lid is just awesomely gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. Like, you can cool it down or warm it up. Like, sometimes I've made that look like fire on my eyes somehow. So I'm really enjoying this. They do need a cool tone transition, like mid-tone cool color transition, but overall I've been really impressed and really just loving this palette. That color is it Faint or Sissy? Sissy. The color Sissy. Which I'm hoping is her sister. And not, you know, some derogatory name. Alright, next up, and this I've changed my mind about, but only because I'm not using it all over my face. A few months ago, I tried the LA concealer. Sorry, I'm getting a tissue. The LA Pro Concealer. What is this? LA Girl Pro Conceal high definition concealer, and I did not like it because it broke me out, and it doesn't contain carmine or anything, or the shade I was using didn't contain carmine, but it still broke me out. However, I've been using this creamy beige that I got like in a gift bag recently, and underneath my eyes, because it's lighter than the Tarte medium whatever I'm using, or was using, and it's like perfectly the color I need underneath my eyes and like right around my nose. And I've only used it there. I don't use it everywhere else, so it works great. It sets well. It covers pretty good. Not as good as the Tarte Shape Tape, nowhere near as good, but it does work pretty daggum well. So I'm happy with this. Like, really happy. Alright. Another thing, I finally used this. I hauled this forever ago, and I'll link the video up here in like my first TJ Maxx skincare haul. This Glycoderma, I don't know what's on it. Oh, some residue. Anyway, revitalizing facial cream with 15% glycolic acid. And apparently you can buy these on Amazon and stuff like that. But I finally looked it up. What it does, I only apply it like very sparingly in places I need it, like where I'm breaking out right here. And I know why I'm breaking out. But anyway, like there, and it healed it up. And what it does, it lightens it too. So if you have acne spots, I highly recommend this. If you have like some breakouts going on, it heals them quicker. And it just heals the dark spots that I get. And I just barely tap in that, and I leave it on at night. I only apply it at night. And this thing says you can also rinse it off, but whatever. I just leave it on at night, and I think it really helps that, or I know it really helps that. It really helps with like the discoloration left behind from them too. So I'm really happy with that. This is a So-So. This is the Wet n Wild highlighting gold bar. And okay, I'm not one for a blinding highlight, but I expected more out of this. It's pretty. I mean, you look like it has intense. I think that'd be a great eyeshadow. But, well, maybe not. Because even when it shears out, it's really subtle. And I didn't expect that. You can pack more on it and get a little past subtle. But it's nowhere going to be near, like, just one swipe of the Becca Prosecco Pop or anything like that. So, just FYI. But if you like a subtle highlight and you're like my skin tone, because that's very gold, around my skin tone, I think you'd like that a lot. Alright, next favorite, let's go into scent. I love this. I switched. I have mentioned this, the Salted Caramel Apricot from Bath & Body Works. Smells so good. You really get that caramel scent, which I love. But I have switched since it is December now. But I really did love this. I think I only used it last month. But anyway. Alright, another surprising like. Okay, I got this in my Ricky's NYC box this month. Or last month. Last month. One or two this month. I'll link, or November. I'll link it up here. But this is the Palladio Rice Primer Mattifying and Perfecting. This, y'all, this works. I only used it on my nose because that's where I only get oilies, on my nose. Nowhere else. Whatsoever. I tend to be normal, and sometimes I'll get dry, but mostly normal. But this does blur like a little bit. But it keeps you matte. And I'm betting this is cheaper than the NARS, which the NARS is the only other one I found that actually keeps my nose matte. But this works. The only thing was I used it for a few days. It was breaking my nose out really, really bad. But then the other day I tried it again over like the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, which does help smooth the pores, but not really keep me matte. And if you see a tell, Boo's visiting. And it didn't break my nose out. So I think that's the way to go. And it still kept my nose matte. Granted, we're in the winter, so I'm not even as oily. My nose doesn't get as oily as it does in the summer. But this works. This. Check it out. I need to see how much it is. I'm not sure. Ricky's doesn't have a card that tells you how much it is. But daggum. it kept it. I just have to figure out like how to not to break out with it. Alright, another love. And I knew I was going to love this. I forgot. Every time I put them down for a while and go off to another blush and then go back, I forget how much I like or love the Balm blushes. These, if you've never tried their blushes, you've got to try their blushes. Especially in a trio like this where you can try 3 colors. Now it does say these 2 are blushes, and this one actually does have color, like even on me. But this one I've been using a lot, like a lot. And it's supposed to be a bronzer. However, on me, for some reason, some shades like this are like this on me and not on other people. For some reason on me, watch, I'll show you. It has a rosy undertone on me. I don't know why, like certain shades do that with me and no one else. Because I can swatch this and you don't see any of that. You don't see a rosy undertone. Like, none at all. Like, it just looks straight up bronze. Maybe like a warm bronze, I guess. I don't know, but it looks more rosy on me. So I can use it as a blush. And it's gorgeous. And they last. And I realize why I love this. But however, this color is why my cheeks keep trying to break out or breaking out. And that's why I've been using that or trying to mask most every day or something. Because it has carmine in it. But it's so pretty. The other 2 shades in this palette don't. And this is the Girls Getaway Trio. It has Balm Springs, which I do love, and Balm Beach and Balm Desert. Balm Desert is the only one that has carmine, I do believe. But it's so pretty. Sometimes if the product is worth it, except for eyeshadow, because I just can't have that basically pink eye going on. If the product's worth it for my face, I mean, carmine does make my face break out. That's one of the main ingredients that does. Besides, like, whatever the heck's in Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'll go ahead and use it and just know I'm going to break out. So, with that blush, I love that blush. So, I'm, like, totally cool with breaking out just a little bit. Anyway. Next one. Let's move on from that. I have really enjoyed these Cover FX Moonlight things. I have gotten a sample. I've actually gotten, I think, 2 more, at least 1 more. This was in my Sephora play, and I have used it on occasion. I don't like it like underneath my foundation. It doesn't really do anything. You just have to work at blending it out, so it's more of a weekend thing. But I do like it. But I didn't like how it sat underneath my foundation. Anyway, moving on. Next, love, I don't think this made last month, but anyway, Essence Volume Stylist. I was trying to find my Ciate Wonder Mascara, or Wonder Wand. That stuff's awesome. I got it in my Ipsy. I don't know if it made last month or not, but it's awesome if I did. But this one I'm really liking. I put a little bit on before this because I think I forgot mascara earlier today. But it holds my curl really well, and it does give me volume. It doesn't give you length. So if your problem is length, yeah, not this one. Try the purple one or whatever of this kind, of this 18 hour. But it does hold the curl and give me volume, and I really like it. And it does not go anywhere. It doesn't smudge or move or flake. Fantastic mascara right there. Okay, another like love is this Tarte blushes. They are gorgeous. They're really pigmented, so light hand is best, especially if you are light skinned. But the thing with these are, I don't think they last as long as the ones that you get by singles. And I think the reason of that is these are so pigmented. I go in lighter on these than I do the other ones. Like the other ones, you get more product off of them because their blush is meant to be built up. But they're still pigmented. They're still really pretty. They're just meant to be built up. These you have to go really light-handed, otherwise you're going to look a little bit like a clown if you don't go lighter-handed than you do normally for a Tarte blush. So I think it's more of that is the reason why they're like really faded by the 8-hour mark, while the other ones are still kind of hanging on. Or the other ones are hanging on. I think it's more of that, like you just can't apply as much as you normally would. Like you go really light-handed with these. But otherwise, I was happy with them, and they're very bright and very pretty. I might put that up more for spring. I'm thinking that will suit me more in the spring. All right, another favorite lip products. Okay, I'm wearing MAC Russian Red, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know why people don't like MAC's formula. This is a matte lipstick, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, this NYX lingerie, which I had bought them and I sort of liked them, sort of didn't, but I was really more used to glosses and their liquid suedes, which I really love, so I kind of put these on the back burner. But anyway, this is French made, and there's pictures of me wearing it on Instagram, I do believe. I love this color, and I've gotten used to the formula, so I'm not even mad at the formula anymore. I actually really like it. And the thing is, when they do fade off in the middle, you can re-layer over them, and it's perfectly fine, and they wear really well, and I think they're transproof pretty much. Yeah. The liquid suede I've been loving this month was Soft Spoken. It's a very pretty, like, nude color, which, yeah, there's my swatches of them, which, yeah, was my go-to for this month. Okay, second to last thing, let's talk about Huda Beauty. And I still plan on doing a look with these, or two. I've been using these. The problem I have with this tonally, I mean, if you love these colors, not to say I don't love these colors, it's just you get pretty much the same eye looks every time you do one, because all these mattes, except for this peachy one, yeah, right here, look the same on the eye. They pretty much look the same, or after a couple hours where they're blended together and you can't tell that you've had a different crease color on your eye, or a different, even on your lid, or halo eye, or the outer V. You can't tell that you've done something different except with this like peachy tone color. That's because it is peachy. They all blend. And even this one, this taupey one, on me, it is one of, like, look, straight up looks like brown. On me, like on my lid, like even on my finger, it's not doing it. But I swear to you, on my lid, and there'll be nothing else on my brush. I washed it off, or, in and off. But since that touches my crease, it goes purple. Like a very light purple. But it's still tonally the same. So while I do love that there's a base to set everything, and the shimmers are good. Okay, the one with the most difference is this one, really. This I think is a lot like one of her pressed, like, glittery shades that's in her bigger palettes, which if you haven't tried, I mean, I haven't tried them because the palettes are full of carmine, so I don't usually mess with them. So it is like slightly chunkier, and I've only applied it dry. I'm thinking it'll apply better wet, but you don't notice it because you get the pigment dry, right? You can get it dry even with your finger, right? The glitter in there falls everywhere. So even if you wet it, after it dries, it will get all over your eye. Like all over, like big circumference of glitter, like all over your eye. But it's like silver glitter too. It's very fine glitter, but you'll end up with glitter all over your eye. And a glitter glue might hold on to it, but then you're going to have to wipe off the excess. Especially with that shade. And then this one up here is the same way with the kind of glitter. It's less grittier than that one, but it's got the same amount of glitter. So that's my other problem with that. I don't want glitter all over my eyeball. Like, I love shimmer, I love metallic, but I did not need the glitter. So I don't hate it. I mean, the shadows are good. It's just not what I wanted for work per se. I mean, like 2 shades that just have that much glitter fallout out of a little 9 shadow pan. No. But it's good. It's just, I don't, unless that's your go-to, like you have time to mess with glitter glue and wipe out the fallout, or you apply before. And I don't, even wet, I think once it dries, that glitter's just going to go everywhere. It's just one of those shades. And I don't know about glitter glue, if that'll hold on to it. I mean, it should. You never know. Okay, last thing is a definitely miss for me. And I know this is a cult favorite. This Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. Okay, I used a good bit of this. I'm telling you, a good bit of this. And I used it with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, right? Which does, I've not noticed it not act well with any primer I've used. And I've used Becca, I've used NYX, I've used over the pore, over that rice mattifying one. I've used it over silicone ones. I've used it over the, creamy or the pore filling kind. I mean, I've used it over like just about every primer you can. But this, I mean, it didn't break me out the time I used it. But by the end of the day, it looked like I had no makeup on whatsoever. I'm just talking about a normal work day. It looked like I had no makeup on whatsoever. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, or if I'm the only one, because people love this primer, and I'm like, why? Like, I swear, wasn't even on my face, but it looks like everything was gone. Like, I could see everything that I had. I only go for medium coverage anyway, but you could see everything. It just looked like, and even removing my makeup, it just seemed like there wasn't a lot left. I'm like, I don't know. So that was a definitely miss for me. Oh, and by the way, even though I quit using this on my face because it was breaking my nose out really, really badly, which could have been just that 3-day thing, but it was kind of painful, so I quit using it. And then I used it over another primer, and it worked fine without breaking my nose out. This is an awesome eyelid primer. I just wanted to randomly try it, and I couldn't find my Urban Decay because I keep my little Urban Decay one here for the weekend usually, and then my NYX one, which I don't know where that one went to. It's been gone for a minute. So I just like, let me try this because it's really mattifying. I have really oily eyelids. So I need something mattifying. It worked bomb. like it worked bomb. That eyeshadows were like gorgeous start to finish of the day. So good stuff. Okay. All right, that was my monthly favorites and So-sos and Unos, and thank you for watching. Oh, hold on. Did I mention this? Deep Euphoria, my favorite perfume of the month. Great fall, kind of heavy fragrance. So, anyway, that's it. All right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodles.